Welcome to the People Connect podcast. Your network is your net worth. Are you ready to take your life to the next level? Be prepared to leap out of your comfort zone and connect with the who's who of what you want to do. Stop, drop, and roll as we start, market, and grow the CEO of you and your host, Nichelle Womack. She will help you engage, reinvent, motivate, and reactivate your plans for success.
Hey everybody, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday. Happy Testimony Tuesday. Welcome. Hey Michael, how's it going? Welcome. Thank you for taking time out of your day to spend with me this evening. My name is Nichelle Womack and I am a life transition strategist. I help you start, market, grow, build, expand, and dominate the CEO of you. Hey Point D7 Hemi, how are you? What's going on? Absolute Tootie. I think that's what that says, or Trudy. Welcome. Thank you so much for each and every one of you taking time out of your evening to spend with me. 1 minute. Okay. You got 1 minute. Hey, Rudy, how you doing today? What's going on? Thank each and every one of you guys. My name is Nichelle Womack, as I mentioned. I wanted to get on to share with you how to build your social influence beyond this platform. I was at a networking event this evening, and I found out that people do not really know how to act outside of social media. Can I ask one thing? Not right now. Read the title and we'll get into some questions a little bit later on. So I thank you for being here. And if you can wait, I greatly appreciate it. If not, I understand that as well. Hello, how are you? Hey, how you doing? What's going on with you, Miss Winston? Miss Winston, let's see. I got some cousins that are Winstons. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for taking time out of your day. I'm not going to hold you guys too long because I have a meeting that I have to get on the phone with. So I wanted to get on to share with you a couple of messages that I just want to leave you with this evening. I know I have not been on my consistent time, and I certainly apologize for that. It's been going crazy. T girl, what's going on with you? How are you? Didn't know you were on Periscope here. Welcome. Yes. Hey, Michael, what's going on with you? Thank you for all those beautiful, beautiful hearts. You know, I greatly appreciate each and every one of you for taking time out of your day and being in my space. My name is Nichelle Womack. As I mentioned, I'm a life transition strategist. I help you start, market, grow, build, expand, and dominate the CEO of you, the chief executive officer in your business, in your life, and in your relationship. All righty then. Good to see you on here. This is a wonderful platform. I have some awesome Perry friends and family that get me going on a regular basis. But I think you probably know this, T. I've been working on this PhD and it's been really bogging me down. My mind is like about to collapse sometimes. Yes, thank you so much for sharing. I greatly appreciate it. So I try to get on as much as I possibly can amongst all the other things I do. I like to welcome my People Connect podcast family, also my YouTube viewers, Twitter family, as well as Facebook, as well as Instagram. Thank you so much for following me. I greatly appreciate my family because I don't have followers. I have family. We communicate, we build, and we grow together. And as a life transition strategist, that's what I hope to aim to help you do. I help you unwrap your gifts and share them with the world. So many people hold their gifts inside, the gifts that you've been blessed with. When you've been blessed with a gift, it's so important that you share it with the world. Just imagine how many people wish they had the gifts that you currently have. And so that's what I do. Yes, you remember me being glued to that computer? Yes, all the time. And that's because I was building an empire, I thought. You know, I've been in business for quite some time, because over 20 years. And social media has exploded. And so with social media, you got to develop a new platform in how you do business. And so I've had to take my business from going door to door, knocking on walls, talking to people and things, and had to bring it to a social platform, because pretty much this is where growth and opportunity is, especially with live streaming. So I always share with my business owners, if you have not gotten into the process of social streaming, then it might be something that you want to do. Because not only can you find new customers, it can help build your business where it is currently. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to talk with you about how to build your platform. Yes, pharmaceutical sales. I did that for about 14, 15 years. And I was in sales management, every avenue and aspect of it. And it allowed me to develop my personnel skills as well as my people skills, my sales skills, and each and every way. So every opportunity that you have. Hello, can I teach you pronunciation? Yes. So as you see on social media, sometimes you get people that are just on here because they have nothing else to do, nothing to contribute. You literally cannot let that destroy the reason why you're here. You just block them. Yes, the trolls. Trolls are in life too, not just on social media. And you find trolls in every aspect in the things that you do. And again, some of them just want love and attention. You give them, don't even acknowledge them because that's what they want. You just get rid of them and let them go on their merry way. They actually need social media just for trolls so they can congregate with one another and figure out what the heck is it that their purpose is in life. Because those are the people that don't know their purpose. So they get on other people's scope, other people's social media, and they try to distort it. But they can't do that because, as people always say, as I know, the devil is a liar. And he will not have the victory in your life unless you allow him to have it. And so let's get to the meat of the discussion today. Real quick, I want to share with you how to influence or how to build your social influence beyond the platform. And I greatly appreciate each and every one of you with them hearts. I greatly appreciate you tapping that screen. Replay viewers, I greatly appreciate you as well. The number one thing that I want you to be aware of when you are trying to build your platform beyond social media, what I've learned is people say things on social media that they will never say to you in your face or in a professional setting, because a lot of them, they hide behind their picture, hide behind social media, and they say all kinds of things, as Miss Winston just said, the trolls. So when you are in that type of environment, then you build up a wall around you. And so you got to test market the community on a regular basis with your customers. What you're saying on social media, what you're doing on social media, you have to carry that out into the community. And so I was speaking with a client today, and they told me they just got a Twitter page and they are starting to do Facebook. And she said, I'm just really afraid of all the traffic that's going to bring in. And I said, well, what is the fear there? She said, the traffic, the bad traffic. I think in any format, online, in, stationary, brick and mortar, you're going to always get bad traffic that's not going to be necessarily for your business. Because as I say all the time, everybody is not your customer. You must learn how to delete those people that are not, and then move on towards those people who want what you have available. And so when you're building your social platform beyond social media, you have to carry those things with you. You cannot allow it to distract you. Yes, ma'am. You cannot allow the negativity, because we're always surrounded with negativity. You cannot allow that to distract you from your purpose and your mission that you are destined to do. And so when you are test marketing the community, you got to make certain that what you're sharing on social media, that is crossing over into the public forum. Whatever you're saying, your message, it has to be consistent. The brand, as we would say in business, it has to be consistent from one message to the other, because what you're looking to do is consistently convert those clients. Most of your clients are on some type of social media. And I know with small businesses such as myself, and that's primarily who I work with, they have not grasped this medium yet. Some of them are starting to dibble and dabble in it, but they, first of all, don't have the time. And so they look for people like myself to help build their platform, their social media, to market their business, to bring awareness and engagement within their social media platforms. It's really hard, especially when you're the only boss. You're the administrator, the secretary, the CEO, the accountant, and all of that. So it's kind of hard to do all of that when you are a solopreneur. But it's possible, because you have to meet your people where they are. And as I mentioned, you have to learn how to integrate your current marketing systems into what you're trying to relay out into, hey, Barry, how you doing? Welcome out into the community. Number two, hey, how you doing, Barry? Number two, you want to attend as many networking events as you possibly can. Because when you're out in the community, that's how you get people to engage with you on another platform. And so, as I mentioned, people talk all day long on social media, but when you get face to face, they have nothing to say. I was in that presence today. We were out at a networking event. People were sitting, yes, Barry, sitting by themselves, not working the crowd, not integrating with other people, other cultures or anything of that nature. They were sectored off by themselves. And me being the social butterfly that I am, the social connector, I'm going around meeting everybody. Hi, I'm Nichelle. What do you do? And I find that engagement, when you ask people what they do, people love to talk about themselves. And you start to learn how you can work together, because we all have something that we can add to one another. So attending networking events, one of my favorite ones is Meetup. I love Meetup. We here where I am, we have a lot of them. You know, all of them are not necessarily geared towards business. Some of them are into running different things, community service. But it doesn't matter, because if you go to those type of events, what you can find is you might find a different customer. You might find somebody who needs the services that you have. And so meetups are really good. Happy hours. Just be careful, don't drink too much. Happy hours are so great, because then you see people on the outside of the office area. Yes, you see people on the outside of the office area, and you really can relate to them one-on-one. So I attend the happy hours, the promotional material. You must always carry something that people can fall back into to meet you. You've been in law enforcement for 15 years and 5 years of military service, and I am ready for a change. Every day, Miss Winston T, people are ready for a change. You know, it takes some of us a long time to see change is imminent, and that if we don't change, then things will change for us. And so in life, you got to be proactive. You got to be ready. You got to be steadfast towards your goals and your desires. And as a life transition strategist, that's what I have helped my clients do, my students. I teach on a regular basis in the school system, actually in the college system, and I talk to my students every day. And the first thing they tell me, Miss Womack, we don't want a job. You know, and I'm like, if you're just getting out of college, you need to get a job for experience. Not all of them. Some of them have business backgrounds where they go right into starting their own business. So it really depends on where you are in your life. 15 years in law enforcement, you got a lot of legal aspects that you can help people with, and per se get out there and share it with them. Some type of advocate and things of that nature. You know, we got the systems that are going around that are incarcerating our young people that don't understand the legal system. So perhaps maybe you can branch off into those areas. You're currently working on becoming an advocate for abused women and mentoring program. That is awesome, because it is a ton of abused women out here, if not just physically, mentally, and spiritually. And they all need somebody. And your gifts that you've learned over those 15 years, as well as the military, because I too, you know, am prior military, you can take those skills and utilize them into the community. And that's why you have to build your social influence outside the platform of what you currently do and what you did in the past. Yes. And as I mentioned, attending networking events, meetups, happy hours, you need to set a daily goal, an outreach goal. You need to set a daily outreach goal. Every day that I wake up and go out to market my business, I make certain that I say I'm going to speak to 5 to 10 people a day. 5 to 10 people a day. You found after meeting people offline, they engage more. That's what I said, Barry. Yes. People don't know how to communicate. Thank you so much for those beautiful gold hearts. People don't know how to communicate beyond this platform. What I found is that they've become handicapped in having communication with people. Because social media, as I mentioned, it brings out another side of you. Yes, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you. And you've been an inspiration to me as well. So thank you so much. But we got to learn how to communicate outside this platform. Communication still exists. And if you cannot communicate outside this platform, it's going to be really, really hard for you to develop and build your business any further. Now, a lot of people make a lot of money on these platforms, the social media. As I mentioned, after being in business over 20 years, I'm really just dipping and diving and getting in there. And if you Google me, you'll see I've been on social media since about 2012. And I've been growing and growing and growing, learning and learning and learning, and investing in myself. And that's what you have to do in business. No matter how much you know, even with a PhD on its way, December 2017, I'm still learning. I just signed up for 2 programs that is going to take me away from some of my PhD learning, but I know that it's going to develop me and build me up. Yes, thank you so much. That's what we have to do. We have to be consistent on building our platform. Because guess what? You are a brand. Every time people see you, you walk around, they see the brand of you. Yes. Hey, thank you so much. They see the brand of you. You market you, Michael. You market you, Miss Winston. You market you, Barry. You are the brand of you. And you have to represent that brand well, because people look at brands as success. Look at Coca-Cola. Look at the different brands that are successful around the world. When we see them, we can correlate to them and we see the success and the impact that it has. As you all know, I'm an NBA fan, and all the talk has been talking about Kevin Durant going to the Warriors. Now, I was not as favorable as that, but I don't write Kevin Durant's check. So I had to remember that I don't write his check. And my kids and I, because my boys play basketball. Yes, you're welcome. My boys play basketball. So we got into deep conversation about Kevin Durant. And I said, well, first of all, Kevin Durant is a millionaire, and when you are a millionaire status, you can kind of go what you want to do. You can do what you want to do. And he is leading the conversation yesterday was all about him. And then I had a friend of mine, they burned Kevin Durant's shoes. And I'm like, do you really seriously think Kevin Durant cares if you're burning his shoes? He's looking at his pockets. He's looking at opportunity. He has the ability to move his platform to another level. Now, I personally think he should have stayed with Oklahoma, because I thought he was a franchise player and they could have built around him. Yes, I'm on fire today. Thanks, Barry. They could have built around him, but he was looking at something bigger and greater. He wanted the ring, and when you are serious about what it is you want in life, no matter what other people say, you're going to make that transition and make it happen. And so that's one thing that we have to learn how to do. He won't miss a meal, no matter if we burn his shoes, no matter how much hate we give him and things of that nature. Because guess what? Kevin Durant is still going to go out there and do what he has to do. Not that they needed him, because the Golden State Warriors are already champions. Yes, find a way or find an excuse. Now, that was my motto in college that they utilized us with. Find a way or make one. And if you're going to keep making excuses, people are going to get tired of hearing them, and then they're going to tune you out. Yes, women don't know about sports. Really? That's unfortunate that you feel that way, because I know a lot about sports. I know a lot about sports. And the sports that I know is basketball. Yes, that is my favorite sport. Basketball. Now, you talking to me about tennis or something like that. I love tennis. Yes. You talk about something like that. Football is no big deal, Barry. You talk about football. I may not know all the things in that nature, but when it comes to basketball, I've been a basketball mom for about 16 years. Yes. Some women. So I can talk to you everything about the floor, the 5 players on the floor, the team that you have to have in order to win. And the thing that I love about sports, in your platform, how to move your platform to another area, is that you have to recognize that in order to win, it takes a team. There's no winning in I. And so no matter what Kevin Durant does, no matter what you think about him going to the Warriors, he still can't win by himself. In order for him to win, he has to congregate with that team, build that platform there, build those relationships, because he knew them in passing when they were playing, but now he's a part of the team. And so when you are a part of the team in your business, in your life, and in your relationship, you got to contribute. You got to contribute. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Yes, teamwork makes the dream work. But in order for the dream work, you got to have that vision. You got to have that passion. You got to have that desire. And guess what? You got to be ready, willing, and able. Because if you're not, somebody else is. And guess what? You will get fired. Yes, because they will fire. They fire you in the NBA. They trade you. That's when they fire you because your skills are no longer needed there. And so they want to get somebody on the team. Yes, ready, willing, and able. You got to get somebody on the team that's ready to contribute, that's ready to win just like you are. And I'm just amazed because next year when this year when basketball season starts, it's going to be amazing because all the good players seem like they've congregated together. But guess what? Out of all the teams, and what is it like? I can't remember exactly. Is it 60 something or things of that nature? All these teams, people are going to be looking at the two major ones, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and they're also going to be looking at the Warriors because of this big trade issue. I hear Wade is going to the Cavaliers too. Don't know how true that is, but we'll see. But guess what? Out of all the rest of the teams that people are ignoring, there is going to be a shiny penny, a shining star, a shooting star that just blows up. And we're going to be like, where they come from? And see, that's how it is in life. When you're building your social platform, you got to be consistent. You got to be persistent, and you got to be aggressive in what it is that you are trying to achieve in order to get to that next level. And so number 3, you want to publicize all your links on your marketing material. People got to know who you are. And I used to go by Diverse Connect on my business because that's one of my consulting company is Diverse Connect. Consistency is key and starting a conversation. Amen, Barry. And so publicizing your links on all your marketing materials, it gives people some direction. And as I mentioned, I used to be Diverse Connect, but then I found out that's not my brand. My brand is Nichelle Womack. And so on everything, I'm Nichelle Womack. And if you want to find me, that's where you can find me, at Nichelle Womack. So keep in mind, if you want to build consistency, as Barry just said, in your brand and publicizing your social platform on and offline, you got to be consistent in what you are delivering. And that delivery is your brand and is your name of your business. Number 4, you want to keep track of the campaign that you are running. If you're testing your social media, you want to make certain that you get out there and that it's working, because a lot of times we do things, we spend too much money, we spend money we don't have, and what we find is not working. And so how do you know if something is working? Hello, how are you, Elizabeth? Thank you for tuning in. How do you know if something is working? If you're getting results. That's how you know if something is working. If you are getting results, you're going to start to see payment coming in. You're going to start to see people requesting your services. Yes, tracking statistics. Exactly. You're going to start seeing people requesting your services. Absolutely wonderful. Requesting your service. So that's when it's working. But you got to have a tracking system, because if you don't, then it's going to be really, really hard for you to track it. It's going to be hard for you to track it. Parlez-vous français? Bonjour. Yes, that's all I know. And au revoir. No, just a little bit of français. Yes. And so tracking your campaign will enable you to know what you need to start doing and what you need to stop doing. Because then what you find is that you are wasting money. And we know as small business owners, when we begin to waste money, it takes away from the bottom line, the profit. Hello from Russia. You're taking away from the profit. Time is money and money is time. All the time. There's no way around it. And so if you don't know how to track it, you're going to be misconstrued. You're going to be left out in the dark. And if you have to do all this by yourself, I suggest perhaps maybe getting virtual assistants or getting someone that helps you, a team player to help you. Global audience. Yes, Barry, that's how we roll. You got that too. You all the way over there in Japan. Yes, I love that. That is absolutely fabulous. Thank you so much. You are great as well. Thank you. And so number 5, you want to be social in public. And we started with that in the beginning. As I mentioned, so many people get on social media and they have nothing to say when they become face to face with their client. Why? Because they're so used to talking behind this screen. They're so used to talking behind the screen. They don't know how to engage. They don't know how to ask questions. They don't know how to do the simple things that will take them from one step to the next. And that's why sometimes we have to go back to the old-fashioned way. We have to write letters. We have to pick up the phone and call people to say thank you. How are you? This is Nichelle Womack. I just wanted to introduce myself to you over the phone so you can put a voice with a name. And so being social is the whole purpose of the social influence. Prior to social media, we were sociable in a networking environment. As I mentioned, 20 years in business, I went door knocking to get business. I met people where they are and where they were. I would go to their jobs. Now all I got to do is send a text message, or I got to send them an email, things of that nature. Yes, you got to stay connected, and you have to pick up. You got to pick them up from okay, well, be safe. Thank you for checking in. I greatly appreciate you. You called a lead that found you on YouTube and she was speechless. Yes, reaching out, Barry. You got to reach out to people and reach out to where they are. And I tell you what, by doing that, Barry, you set yourself apart from the competition, because she did not expect that. Most of the time, people expect for you to just communicate through them the way they met you. But when you step out of your comfort zone and you connect with them in a different capacity, like face-to-face and phone call, then they think totally different. Yes. And so we got to learn how to be social, not only online, but offline too. Let's go back to the basics. A lot of times that's what all it takes. Going back to the basics, learning how you got there. Now, for some, online is all they know. I know in this generation, being the mom of teenagers, that's all they know is online. Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, that's all they know. And so it's a different life that we're living in, especially people like myself that have to learn the new process, integrate it in their daily life. But I can't tell you the impact of being social, the millennials, yes, of being social outside of social, how far it can take you in your life and in your business and in your relationship, as long as you learn how to be social outside of the social setting. Okay. Any questions? I greatly appreciate the engagement with each and every one of you. Again, this is social media. I have never understood how people come on social media, don't say hi, don't have a conversation with the person that's, doing the broadcast. I mean, this is social media. We're supposed to be communicating with each other in any platform. And if you like what I'm saying, be kind, share. Sharing is caring. Share the message. And to those who have already done so, I greatly appreciate you. I greatly appreciate the beautiful hearts that you're giving as well, because that means either you understand the information I'm saying, you agree with it, or you find it valuable. And that is my purpose every day as a life transition strategist, to help you. Blessings to you as well, to help you grow, develop, build, and expand, and unwrap your gifts and share them with the world. Again, you can reach me at NichelleWomack.com. I'm also available at 2excelwithnichelle.com. I'm on Instagram at Nichelle Womack, Twitter at Nichelle Womack, and I'm on here Periscope at Nichelle Womack, Facebook, the Life Transition Strategist at Nichelle Womack. I love networking. I love communicating. Do you practice real estate full time? Yes, I do. I've been a licensed broker for over 16 years, helping people become homeowners, renters, and investors. And I love the business. It is a wonderful business. Yes. What market? I'm in multiple markets. I am in the process of getting licensed in 3 of them. I'm in Missouri, in Georgia. I'm in the process of getting licensed in Texas and things of that nature. I think in growth, you got to build, you got to expand, because not only in one place that people need help, they need help everywhere. Yes, that's awesome. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate all those beautiful hearts. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Yes. Hey, how you doing? And I am a faith-driven woman. So everything I do is based on faith. Stepping out, because sometimes we're so afraid of what life will deliver to us and we don't step out. If you don't step out, you would never know. And so, yes, I'm scared to go into different markets because after I started 20 years ago, it was just so simple. But going into different markets, that's how you develop and you grow and you find people that want what you need. I'm glad you caught me live as well, Barry. Great scope, awesome information, Michael. Thank you for being a part of my evening this evening. I thank you. So that is it. If no one else has any other questions, again, I thank you for the engagement. I thank you for being a part of my evening. You are very special. I love my Perry family. Thank you so much. To all my replay viewers, thank you for coming in, tapping that screen. I hope you found this information valuable. The People Connect podcast, you can always catch my episodes there. Hey, Jessica, blessings to you as well. All my YouTube viewers, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Twitter, and I'm on Instagram. I look forward to meeting you and learning more about you. Blessings. Thank you for those bells. All righty. Until next time, may everything you touch turn to gold. Be blessed and highly favored in everything that you do. I'll talk with you later. Thanks for your time. Bye-bye.
Thank you for being a part of this episode of the People Connect podcast, the show where we help you start, market, grow, build, expand, and yes, dominate the CEO of you, the Chief Executive Officer. We greatly appreciate our listeners, the downloads, and the shares. If you have a show idea, please connect with us at the People Connect podcast at gmail.com. Until next time, may everything you touch turn to gold.